So I just finished an excellent book last night. I'd like to talk about it. It's Truthful Living by Napoleon Hill, and the foreword is by Jeffrey Gitomer. So you probably all read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That book came out in 1937. This book came out in 1917, 20 years before. It's got 23 chapters. It's an amazing book. It will help you work on yourself as an individual. It'll help you work on, if you're a young person just getting into business, it's the book you need to read to get you started on your career and get you way ahead of the competition. If you've already been in business 10, 15, 20 years, 30 years, it's that book that will help you take you to the next level. I can't say enough good about it. As I mentioned, it's 23 chapters long, and at the end of each chapter, Jeffrey Gitomer puts together a project that you should work on that will recap the chapter that you just read. The other thing that's fantastic about it is it has such great content. One of the things that blew me away is, as I mentioned, it was written in 1917, and at that time, Sears, Napoleon Hill even mentions that you could stick a pin in a map and you would hit a Sears. That's how prolific Sears was, and as we all know, they've been going under for the last few years. They've been closing up the last few stores. They sold off Craftsman Tools. It's sad to see what has happened to Sears. It was a great, great company at one time. But in the book, Napoleon Hill in 1917 writes that someone is going to come along and shrink the distance between the producer of the good and the consumer of the good. And whoever that is going to make a tremendous amount of money. And so in his description, he describes Walmart and Amazon to a T 100 years ago. And it will blow you away when you're reading this book. And that's just one thing that just blew me away. But I cannot say enough great things about this book. It will cause you to, it's very thought-provoking. It will cause you to take a lot of notes, and it will improve your game and hopefully take you to the next level. So anyway, the other thing is that was interesting about this book is, to me it was at least, last week I did a video on give to give or give to get. It's the fourth video that I did. And what's interesting is I hadn't finished this book at the time, and the last couple chapters I just read last night, the last couple chapters, Napoleon Hill mentions that if you are a give to give person, if you just give, the world will reward you and they will give back. And that's something I probably didn't cover very well in my question when I was asking, are you a give to give or a give to get person? But Napoleon Hill does a far better job than I did in his book. So get the book, read the book. You'll learn a hell of a lot from the book. Thanks again. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.